Hi guys, and welcome back to Claire's Clues. On today's video, I'd like to talk to you about the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now this book examines the psychological power of thought in our brains to help us further our monetary value or our personal satisfaction. Now with that in mind, I'd like to jump into the first principle here, which is having a burning desire. So it says that in order to think and grow rich, you must have a burning desire. Something that really drives you, so even on the days you feel like giving up, you've still got something to keep you going. So keep that in mind because it's going to be different for everyone. So whatever it is for you, hold on to that. Now it also leads into our second principle here, which is called autosuggestion. Now this is where your subconscious will start to take in all kinds of information from your environment, and it will start to play that out into your reality. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to place yourself in an environment where you'll start to find that you produce profit. Now this isn't necessarily financial profit. It could be profit of your well-being or something that would help you become a better person. Not to say that you're not already a good person, but we all can do with bettering in our lives. Now, to keep that in mind, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most of your time with. So have a think about that. Who are you spending most of your time with nowadays? The average of 5 of them is who you are. Alright, so moving on, at this point in time, Napoleon suggests that you should start writing down a couple of statements, either 5 to 6 of them. And basically what it will do is it will help to sum up your purpose in life, I suppose. Now these are things that you want to achieve or accomplish by the time you've reached a certain age. And what you'll do is you will read them out aloud every day, because what will happen is that your subconscious will start to pick up on them. And it will actually start to be driven deeper and deeper into your subconscious to the point where your brain will start to pick up on things that you do on a day-to-day basis, and it will start to plant little seeds here and there that will enable you to reach your goals. So whatever it is you've got written down, it will start to find ways to make that happen, whether you realize it or not. So with that, what you'll need to do is feed your mind with all kinds of knowledge, all kinds of books, videos, audios, or even knowledge from other people. So this can come in the form of, even just having a simple conversation. You end up finding out some interesting things from people the minute you start talking to them. So all it takes is a simple conversation, and you'll find you might start to learn a few things you didn't know beforehand. All right, so moving on to principle 3, guys, this is called the mastermind principle. So this is where you'll need to be around people that are going to help you. So bit of a poor maths equation here, but to give you an example, think of this. When you have a male and a female, right, and they get together, well, for example, starting off actually, 1 male, 1 female, and we all know 1 and 1 is 2. But in this equation, it works out like this. When 1 male and 1 female get together and you find that they have a baby, 1 and 1 actually equals 3. Now this can be transferred over into thoughts and ideas as well. So what you'll find is if you have one person with an idea, and then you find another person that also has an idea, bring them together, and what you'll find is that they'll be able to create a third idea. And this is exponential. This can go on no matter how many people you have. So the more people you've got, the more ideas you will have. Now the thing about this is that you can't just have these ideas. You need to be able to learn to profit from them. So in order to do so, you need to be aware of how to do that. And this goes into our 4th principle. So this is specialized knowledge, principle number 4. And it says, knowledge has no value except that which can be gained from its application. So knowledge is just what it is. It's something that we know, but we have no evidence to back it up yet because we haven't applied what it is that we know. Now we can read all the books in the library, we can listen to all the CDs and all the audios that we want, we can have multiple conversations. But the thing is, at the end of the day, if we haven't really applied what we've learned from those things, then we don't know much at all. Now to give a poor example on this one, think of it like this. If you were to give a person a toaster, right? And you said to them, look, if you just put the bread in and then press the button, you'll be fine. Toast will happen. But what you don't tell them is that there are settings on there and that they can choose whether they want their toast to be almost burnt or hardly cooked at all or whatever it might be. And the thing is, without these people actually playing around and finding out for themselves, they're not going to know. All they know is that bread goes in the toaster, toast comes out. That's it. So they might end up burning their bread or their toast, and because they don't have that knowledge. But as soon as they do just that, as soon as they start to find that their toast is burnt, or that they can adjust the settings, or this is knowledge that they've applied, therefore they've learned something, therefore they can move on from it. All right, so that's all from me, guys. I'll quickly recap all of that. So your first principle here is that in order to think and grow rich, you're going to need an absolute burning desire. Something that will drive you even when you feel like giving up. Even on the days where you don't want to get out of bed and you just think, I've had enough, I can't do it anymore. This will be something that will keep you going. All right, and then this also leads on to our second principle, which is auto-suggestion. So be aware of your surroundings on this one, because wherever you are, whatever your environment may be, this is going to have a big impact on your subconscious. So you'll find if you're surrounded by people that, don't really have a lot of nice things to say, or, you're just by yourself and you're dwelling in all the problems that you can't fix because time's passed and, things are what they are. If you dwell in those moments, you'll find that your environment will be that of a quite depressing one, therefore not enabling you to actually utilize the brain power or the knowledge that you have, and not giving you your full potential. So your subconscious will start to basically work like a magnet, and it will be attracted to things that you think. So, and not just the things you think as well, but also what is going on around you. So you need to make sure that the environment that you're in and that the people that you are surrounded by are those of positive and welcoming support, I suppose you could say. Now, at this point, Napoleon did recommend that you write down 5 to 6 sentences and read them aloud every day. So what you'll find by doing this is that you start to program your subconscious to the things that you want in life, the things that you would love to achieve. And these are also things that you definitely should have written down by now. They're basically the things that you want to achieve or accomplish by a certain age. So with that in mind, make sure you're reading them out aloud every day, because what you'll find is that your subconscious will start to take to them, and it will start to find things throughout your day-to-day life where it can start implementing ways to get you to where you want to go, to help you reach your goals. All right, so with that in mind as well, also make sure you're feeding yourself, knowledge in any way, shape or form you can. So this can come in the form of books, people, videos, maybe you're on YouTube, maybe you're doing a bit of Googling, maybe you're just out there talking to people, whatever it might be. Make sure that you learn at least 1 or 2 things every day, because you'll find that over a lifetime this starts to compound, and it will end up being a quite substantial result. And principle number 3 here is that the mastermind principle. So this is where on basic maths 1 and 1 would equal 2, but in here on this example 1 and 1 actually equals 3. So one great idea and another great idea, if these 2 people that had these ideas came together, they could create a third option. So a third idea. And like I said before, this is exponential. This could go on and on and on. So the more people you have, the more ideas you're going to have. So the great thing about this is that you can have all the ideas in the world, but you need to be able to know how to, how would you put this, profit from them. You need to know how to be able to utilize them in such a way that they start to do great things for you. So this also flows into our 4th principle, which is specialized knowledge. So knowledge has no value except that which can be gained from its application. So until we start applying and actually realizing what it is that we have, we're not going to know for sure how to utilize our knowledge. So without application, knowledge is just that. It is just knowledge, something that we've learned, something that we've read or heard, or maybe even just seen, but we haven't actually utilized it in any way. So really, you could think about this. Are you taking up space in your mind for things that you don't utilize? Or are you actually going to keep that piece of information for the day where you think, I'm definitely going to need this, I know I will, and I'm going to use it because I know it'll benefit me in all these areas. Now, if that's the case, keep hold of that information, because obviously it is going to benefit you. But if you can't think of areas of which that information will come of use, try not to keep it on your mind for too long. If anything, write it down, get it out of your mind, and move on. Alright, so that's all that summarised for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So until next time, we'll be making a lot more of these videos for you in this training series. So whatever you like, leave a comment down below on what you like the most. And I look forward to seeing you next time on Claire's Clues. Bye guys!